please make sure that your internet connection is strong and stable. We don't want it to cut off in the middle of the session. It'll be a bit awkward, right? So just make sure that you're connected on the correct Wi-Fi signal. If you're using your phone, make sure that you're in a good place where you're always connected to the 3G or 4G connection that you're using now. And please check your audio. Make sure that you can hear the background music that's playing and also my voice very, very clearly. If you are not using your phone to tune in right now, please silence your phone, or even better, turn it off, because we are here to meditate and to learn. So let's avoid any possible distractions, especially our mobile phones, by keeping it silent the whole entire session. And to get the best audio experience, please use earphones or headphones so that it can block out any external sounds from the surroundings. And please honor and respect whatever content is going to be delivered here today by not recording it in any way, shape, or form. And if you have any questions, whether it's about technical or even whether it's to me, you can use the chat feature in the Zoom app today. And also for today, supporting us, we have two beautiful admins, Maafri and Finska, who will be helping you to deal with any technical issues you may have. And please direct those questions in the chat. And also, you can send any private messages to me if you have any specific questions, or if there's things that you want to share, and keeping anonymous as well. And we will be having toilet breaks in between the sessions. Please be mindful of the time and return timely. And please mute all of your microphones to avoid any unnecessary distractions throughout the session, unless I unmute it for you when I ask you to share, if you would like, that is. And please don't sell or promote any products or services throughout the session, because we're here to learn and grow from each other. And if we are doing any fast breathing today, which have yet to be seen, if you are pregnant or if you have any breathing problems or heart problems or even have a pacemaker, please refrain from doing any fast breathing. Just do your normal breathing throughout the session. All right. And so, without further ado, let's continue on to the disclaimers. Very, very important. So now, know that the recorded audio of the session may be used for marketing purposes, and know that all messages in the Zoom chat will not be saved nor disclosed to anyone beyond this online session. And if you wish to remain anonymous throughout the session, please turn off the video. But for now, please keep it on, because our admin are doing visual verification of your attendance. And please know that this meditation should not be a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment whatsoever. And please consult your healthcare provider for any medical advice. Thank you for your support and understanding, everyone. And for those of you who are new to the Golden Space and are tuning in for the very first time, know that the Golden Space is a leading purpose-driven global holistic health and wellness organization with a mission of transforming lives and to bring culture of oneness into the world. And know that all of our meditation sessions are non-religious, and universal. Allow me to pause the music so that we can go into the online session today. So welcome everyone to today's free meditation session titled Reconnecting Hearts and Minds with me, Yodhananta Swandi, the in-house practitioner of the Golden Space Indonesia, here to lead on this class today. And it is an absolute honor to be with all of you this afternoon on this amazing Saturday. And so let's get to it. What does it really mean, reconnecting hearts and minds? But before we get there, allow me to congratulate all of you. Why? Because under the timeline of Jakarta and Indonesia, we've been in lockdown for 4 weeks. So every one of you have gone through 4 weeks of lockdown. But I also see someone that's tuning in from Singapore, and I don't know how long exactly Circuit Breaker has been active. I'm sure that it's longer than us. But anyway, every day is a victory, right? We have to find the positive things around us and in front of us every day, especially in the situation of COVID-19 and the pandemic. We're all stuck at home. We are limited to what we can do. There's still a lot of fears of this virus circulating around. So let's celebrate the fact and remind ourselves that, hey, we are still breathing, we are still healthy, we can still be in this class together. So congratulate yourselves and each other for reaching the 4th week or even the 5th week or 6th week or wherever you are in. So remember that. because it is no small feat. This adjustment has been drastic, has been intense. So give yourself some credit and pat yourself on the back. But still, the fact that we are quarantined at home, limited to what we can do, still needing to wear masks when we go out, there might still be some uncomfortable feelings, right? Especially the fact that traditionally we can't do what we used to do, what we normally would do, which is connect with others, meet with others, with the exception if you are in quarantine with a family member or a roommate or housemate or somebody else in your house. And so being at home can bring up these very common and understandable feelings: feeling disconnected, feeling isolated, feeling alone, and especially also feeling powerless. Why? Because we are here at home not being able to do quote unquote anything. And that can kind of, bring up that feeling of not being able to contribute, not being able to work, not being able to be productive. And that can lead us to feeling powerless and essentially trapped. And, some of us may also still be feeling anxious or bored. Bored and anxious can be two of the same thing sometimes. And so when we feel this way, we do our best to minimize it, right? I mean, one of the best ways to deal with these negative emotions is to join a meditation class. So great job on each and every one of you for tuning in this afternoon. But the first reaction as a human being, as a person, is to connect, because we as human beings are social creatures. We thrive on social interaction, physical and non physical. So we reach out to our phones, to our laptops, and try and connect with others through WhatsApp, through Facebook, other social media channels, phone calls, or video calls, right? We are so blessed that we live in an era where there's video call through WhatsApp, you have FaceTime, and so many other great programs out there, right? So then you meet up with your friends online, you have a chat with that person that you haven't been in touch with for months or years. But even though we have already made that connection, even though we've already made that conversation, sometimes those little negative feelings don't go away. Sometimes, even though we've talked with 100 people today, we can still feel a bit lonely. We can still feel a bit sad. Now, why is that? Now, there's this interesting phenomenon that comes from our brain called the negative bias. And negative bias is a social condition that is actually inherent and built in each and every one of us, because it is something that we inherited long time ago from our survival instincts when we still had to defend ourselves against predators and those who may want to kill us and hunt for us. But we haven't grown out of it because it is a part of our consciousness. It is within our DNA, and it is actually a coping and defense mechanism to keep us safe from imminent danger. But in this kind of modern society where there are no wild animals or imminent danger directly to us every day, that negative bias is converted to other dangers, or what I call pseudo dangers, right? And in other words, negative emotions, because these negative emotions is seen as a threat. And so because we have this negative bias, we are focused on it. I'm pretty sure some of us may have felt, why is it so difficult to focus on the positive? And this is it. It's because we are programmed. We have this special code inside our heads and inside our DNA to focus on the negatives, because these negatives have been categorized as danger. So what happens within us when this happens, right? The inner process. So with this negative bias, it actually impacts our heart and what we call negative authority. So even though we just talked to our best friend and had this wonderful conversation, oh yeah, it's so nice to see you, so nice to hear your voice, I miss you. we feel this sense of relief, this sense of happiness and joy from connecting to someone. But because we have this negative bias, as soon as you hang up that phone call, the negative bias comes back. And what it does is it reprograms your heart, and it goes through something called emotional readjustment. So that relief, that positivity that you just felt, that happiness that you just had, immediately disappears, fades away. It gets pushed back into the depth of your heart, because the heart is being told, instructed by the brain, to bring up the emotions that match the thinking. So we have problems, limitations, and things that are bad that our brain is getting you to focus on, right? And it is that same focus that is pushing our hearts to bring up the corresponding emotions, whether it's discomfort, and most of the time is your fears. And this is something that happens constantly and instantly within us, because negative bias is still in operation. But what if it was not the case? What if you could reroute, stop the emotional readjustment so that you can reprogram the brain instead of the brain reprogramming the heart? And that is possible. And it's called a conscious reroute. Because whatever you feel, whatever you think about, is within your power to change. But it's not something that happens subconsciously. So negative bias operates on a subconscious level. And if you don't address it, and if you leave it as it is, it will always keep on going, just like that. And what you get is the negative emotions and the negative thoughts that come up suddenly with no apparent reason. So to change it, you need to do it consciously, not subconsciously, but consciously. That's why it's called a conscious reroute, where you would want to focus on the positive feelings in your heart and using that to reconnect to the brain. So we're creating a completely new connection to change those negativities, those problems, the focus on limitation, the bad things, to opportunities, to feeling enough and feeling grateful and feeling good and focusing on the good things in our lives. Because our brain and our heart are two different organs. But did you know that the heart has been scientifically proven to be electrically and electromagnetically stronger than the brain? But we live in a society where it praises the brain, it celebrates the power of the mind. And so we develop a dependency on our brain, on our logic. But there's a lot of things in our lives that we can't fully depend on our brain, such as faith, such as intuition, such as trust. When you trust something, right, that trust is coming from your heart, not your brain, not through an empirical formula of A, B, C, D equals trust, right? But it's something that you feel, just like whatever you're wearing right now. It is from your heart, right? You're not making a logical decision of, oh, if I wear this outfit today, I'm going to look the best now because it's cloudy and it's less humid. We don't go through that thought process. We just look at our clothes and say, oh, this one's a good choice for me today. I just feel like it. And that is the power of the heart. And so when we focus on the heart and allow the power of our heart to reroute and reconnect to our mind, we can begin to ultimately change the negative bias into a positive bias, where we go into a position of heart authority, where everything begins from the heart and not the mind, to shift our brain's focus from negativity to positivity. And of course, this takes time. This is not something that is instant. This conscious rerouting needs to be done diligently and routinely. And one of the best ways to do this is through conscious reprogramming within meditation. Because meditation is a process of self reflection, of quiet, of making everything else quiet. All the external factors of our lives, everything that is outside of us, we put a pause, we hit the pause button for a minute, and we look inside, we look within. And when we do that, all of our focus will be to our heart and our mind. Because the first step in conscious reprogramming is understanding the relationship between your heart and your mind. Because a lot of the times, uh, we depend on the mind and we forget the heart. Because when the heart brings up these negative emotions, it doesn't feel nice, right? And all we want to do is just forget about it. Especially when we're like sad or we're angry, we're like, oh, this doesn't, feel right, and I don't want this to affect anyone else. I'll just forget about it. And when you do that, it doesn't disappear. It goes away, but it doesn't disappear. It is still inside of you. It and sooner or later, it's gonna come up again, either in an explosive way or in a way that begins to affect your physical health and also mental health and emotional health. So, for example, I had a lot of different traumatic events when I was growing up as a child. And so it led me to have this conflict between all the emotional problems that I was dealing with and the fact that I still needed to move forward in my life. And so my brain and my heart was not in sync because my mind kept saying, forget about it, keep moving forward, doesn't matter, you just got to move on, let go, move on. But my heart says, well, I still have the sadness. It can't go away. And so because I allowed this conflict to rage on for, 20 odd years of my life, I ended up developing split personality disorder. Because of that split between my brain and my heart, I literally split as well, as a coping mechanism because I just couldn't take it anymore. And so it was only when I identified that conflict I was able to begin to reprogram my mind and my heart, the relationship, and shift it towards positive bias. Because I was the most pessimistic person that I have ever known, even today. I really believe that at a young age, I was only 12, I believe that the world was a very scary and terrifying place, and nothing could change, and that's, the world will burn eventually. That was the perspective that I had when I was 12 years old. And so I was quite the pessimist. And so it was only when I identified that because I didn't recognize my heart, I actually locked my heart in a box and forget about it as much as I could. It was only then it led to me having all these different mental disorders. And so it is very important to have a harmonious relationship with the heart and the mind. But know that sometimes the heart and the mind can have disagreements, but it doesn't mean that they cannot coexist because the, they are two parts of yourself and they will always be there and they will always need to coexist. So it is very important for us to make sure that they are connected. Because if you yourself aren't connected, then how can you connect with others? So, how does meditation do this? As I said before, it is when we go into that state of reflection, looking within, looking into our inner world, is when we can begin to identify the disconnections, the separation, the duality that leads us in having a disharmonious existence within ourselves. And when we are separated between our heart and our mind, the negative bias can only grow stronger. But when we decide to focus on our hearts and anchor our intention from our heart, our brain will follow sooner or later. And yes, it does require a long process. And many institutions in the United States and other parts of the world have identified meditation as one of the biggest ways of reducing stress, of putting the body into a restorative, positive state, and the ability to improve physical, mental, and emotional health. So, let's look within and understand the current relationship between your heart and your mind at this moment in time. So we will be doing two meditations. This first meditation is designed to help you get a better understanding of the situation in your heart and your mind right now. If there's a conflict, if there's not, if there's an argument going on right now, or if there's a harmonious relationship, whatever it is, just acknowledge it and observe it. Everyone is different, everyone has their own journey. We are not here to judge or compare. This is a safe space for you to understand what's going on within so that you can realize a more positive life moving forward. And so, this will be our first meditation session. And for those of you who have never meditated before, allow me to go through the basics and some simple ground rules. It's very, very easy. Meditating, all it takes is to be comfortable. And you can sit either on the floor with your legs crossed, or you can sit half lotus or full lotus if you're a yoga practitioner, or you can sit on a chair. It's completely fine, but you have to make sure that you plant both of your feet flat on the floor. And all you have to do, whether you're sitting on the floor or on the chair, is to sit up straight. And if you're sitting on a chair, it's okay for you to lean on the chair itself. It's fine. The most important is you are keeping your back straight, but not tense, comfortable the whole time. Why? Because we want to keep your back straight and also your neck straight to avoid any unnecessary tension being created along your spine and your neck. And so you should look straight or slightly look up. So you lift your chin slightly upwards to, again, make sure that your neck and your whole spine is in a straight and neutral posture. And what do we do with our hands? Very simple. All we do is with our palms both facing up like this, we rest it above our knees or our thigh, wherever it is that's comfortable for you. And of course, please keep your eyes closed throughout the online session, the meditation itself, and maintain this posture the whole time for the meditation. Easy, right? And lastly, if you are wearing glasses, jewelry, or watches, please take them off because they can be unnecessary distractions during your meditation. All right, so I can see that everyone is ready. A lot of veterans here this afternoon. So make sure that you're comfortable sitting where you are free of distractions. And now please close your eyes now. And as you're beginning to feel your body wherever you are, just take that first deep breath in and exhale very gently. And now take this opportunity to feel your body with every inhale and every exhale. Feel every muscle, every bone reacting to your inhale and exhale. Remember that your body has been working really, really hard for you in the last few days, especially during this lockdown period. So many things to get used to, so many changes to embrace. Continue with your normal breathing and bring your complete focus and attention to your body now. On the count of 3, let us together scan our bodies from head to toe, starting from the top of your head. So 1, 2, 3. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Great job. Continue with your normal breathing now. And begin to feel the top of your head, and then down to your eyes, forehead, and your face. Is there any tension or discomfort or any weird tingling sensations right now? Down to your neck. If there is any tension, just observe, because it is a reflection of your current state of being, and it's okay. Let's go down to our shoulders now. Feel this wave of relaxation, helping you to scan every part of your body. And now down to your chest and your heart. And ask yourself now, do you have any discomfort or tension at this time that you need to know about? And now keep scanning down to your arms, your elbows, and your fingers. Is there any tension here? Pay close attention, everyone. And now let's go down to our stomachs, our abdomen, our lower back. Has there been any strain, any stiffness? And now let's go down to our hips and our thighs. And our knees now. Is there anything strange going on in those areas? Has it been a long day or a long week? And finally, let's go down to our calves, our ankles, and our toes. Feel every corner of your body. And let's take a deep breath in, and this time we are going to hold it, and we are going to exhale on the count of 3, and we are going to let go through our mouth. 1, 2, 3. Now exhale through the mouth. Continue with your normal breathing, and know that whatever tensions that just came up, you have just breathed it all out. Now take this opportunity to give thanks to your body for how hard it has been working for you without complaining, without stopping, unconditionally loving you every minute of every day. Isn't your body amazing? Your organs, your skin, your blood, your lungs always bringing in the oxygen that you need. Your stomach always digesting your life, your world, and all of the nutrition that you need. Give yourself, your body, a pat on the back. And don't forget to congratulate yourself too for having come this far in your life. Let's take a deep breath in now and exhale. And now let's bring your focus and attention to your heart and your mind at the same time. Observe both the thoughts that are coming out of your head right now and all of the emotions that are flowing out of your heart. See both of them like a chest made of crystal, slowly opening up, revealing all of those thoughts and emotions. Observe them very closely and pay attention what is going on when you focus on your mind and your heart at this time. Is there any conflict, disagreement, or does it feel weird or awkward? Which one do you gravitate towards more? Which one do you listen to more? Your heart or your mind? Be honest with yourself. It's okay. Whatever thoughts and emotions that are coming up, allow them to flow out and pass by your consciousness naturally. And let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And let's take another deep breath in and hold it and begin to move your fingers and your toes and exhale. Let's take a final deep breath in to bring our awareness back fully to the present and your body, and exhale. And you may slowly open up your eyes. So, welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone have had a great first journey. And so, when you began to feel your heart and your mind, what was it that you experienced? Was it harmony? Was it disharmony? Was it confusion, conflict? You can share in the chat if you like what you have experienced, because by expressing it, you are confirming and acknowledging what is really going on. And that is the first step to the reprogramming process. So now that you are beginning to be aware of your heart and your mind, allow me to ask this one question. Because we are here to identify and reprogram the negativity. Whatever positivities you have, bless you, and that is your blessing, and that is something that you should keep. But all the negativity, let's identify it so that you can remove it and reprogram it, substitute it with something positive. So, in the earlier meditation just now, what are the negative thoughts and feelings that are going through you right now? You can close your eyes again and just ask, because you are now connected to both your heart and mind. What is it? So thank you everyone for those of you who have already shared that you have there's a resistance of ego, and remember that your heart only has love. Whatever emotions that come out that are not positive and do not come from love is actually a result of the negative bias that is creating a negative authority over your heart. And it is forcing your heart to produce negative emotions. So it is very, very important, again, to reprogram the negative bias in your brains. And the first step is to identify the relationship. And if you feel distracted, you feel you couldn't look at your heart and your mind at the same time, it's okay. That in itself is a sign of conflict and disconnection. So thank you everyone for your courage and open hearts in sharing what you're going through right now. This is a safe space and sanctuary. We are not here to judge or compare. And yes, especially when we don't reflect on our minds and what we are going through in our head, routinely or often enough, when we connect, it feels like the first time there's like a million thoughts coming left, right, up, and down. Because on average, our minds produce over 1 million thoughts a day. And 30% of that 1 million surfaces into our conscious mind, because we have a conscious mind, a subconscious mind, and unconscious mind. So across those three levels or layers of consciousness, we have 1 million thoughts that we have to deal with. So if we focus on our mind so that it is positive and biased, not negative, that 1 million thoughts can change to 1 million positive thoughts, which would lead to the empowering process, the positive process, both consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. So, yes, thank you everyone for acknowledging your anxiety, your mind chatter, because that is the first step to the reprogramming, and it's okay. I would also like now to give the opportunity for a quick toilet and drinking break for about 3 minutes. So I would like to start the timer so everyone can return timely. So 3 minutes from now, please make sure that you are in a comfortable position for the next meditation because it will be longer than the first meditation. Make sure that you drink water if you're not fasting. And if you still want to share more of what's going on inside of you, go ahead. This is a safe space, mind you. Yes, so when we are not one between our heart and our mind, how can we understand and feel the oneness and connection between us and the world? Because it's just like when we have a fond memory of someone we love, someone we care about. It can be so powerful that it can take us out of negativity, right? But it's, specific to a few people, like our parents, our siblings, or our best friends. But actually, that connection within our heart and within our memories is actually a connection that we have not just with those we love, with everyone else in this world, because we are all connected. Because we all have a heart, we all have a soul, and we are here today to remember that truth. But first, before we can feel that and remember that, we need to remember and awaken the connection between our heart and our mind. Okay, one more minute, everyone. Make sure that you're comfortable and all ready to go for our upcoming meditation journey. And as a friendly reminder, make sure that you are free of distractions. Are your phones on silent already? Better yet, did you turn it off? And are you using earphones or headphones? And are you sitting comfortably? Have you already found that perfect spot wherever it is in your home? Are you going to use a chair or sit on the floor for this upcoming session? It is completely up to you. I want you to be as comfortable as you can be. Five more seconds to this upcoming exciting meditative journey. All right, time is up. Allow me to pause the music. And thank you, everyone, for the beautiful sharing and your open hearts. It really, it really, really touches me. All right, is everyone ready? Allow me to do a quick check, making sure that everyone is back. Hmm. Still have a few that are not back. So I would like everyone's support and understanding and just giving one more minute so that everyone can come back. Okay. All right. Welcome back. All right, everyone. Go into your meditative positions, making sure that you are comfortable, sitting up straight but not tense, and taking off your glasses, jewelry, and watches if you didn't take it off earlier. And when you are ready, please close your eyes as we are about to go on a deep journey of reflection, reprogramming, and healing. All right, everyone, please close your eyes now and begin with your normal breathing. Feel again your body, your amazing, beautiful bodies who have let go of all the surface tension and discomfort that you have been holding on for the last few days. And now let's take our first deep breath in and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and exhale as gently as you can. Continue with your normal breathing now and connect to your mind. See all the thoughts just flowing out of your head. It's okay. Give permission for these thoughts to come to you and pass you by. You don't need to give them focus or attention. And say to your mind, dear mind, I'm here to look within myself. Whatever responsibilities or things that I need to do, I will address them later. There is still enough time, and now is the time for myself. Let's take a deep breath in to embody this truth and intention, and exhale. And now connect to your heart and see all the emotions that are swirling inside of your heart right now, and allow them to flow out of your heart. And say to your heart now, dear heart, I give permission to release and let go all of the negative emotions that do not help me anymore, that I don't need to hold on to anymore. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And now, as you're connected both to your heart and your mind, visualize the chest inside your heart and your mind. And with every inhale and exhale, you will see this chest slowly open up more and more, revealing more of the negative thoughts, revealing more of the negative emotions that are coming out. It is time to allow all the negativity, both in your mind and your heart, to come out once and for all so that you can let them go. Allow the anxiety, the fear, the sadness, the rejection, the sense of failure, the incompetence, the uneasiness, the feelings of neglect, the anger, disappointment to come out. Let's take another deep breath in to take us deeper, and exhale. And see it build. See these emotions and thoughts build up in your mind. Let's take another deep breath in to go deeper, and we're going to hold it 1, 2, and 3. And exhale. See yourself in the deepest parts of your mind, in the deepest depths of your heart. And allow all the negativity, any doubt, any fear, any sadness, frustration, any sense of worthlessness or feeling powerless. Allow all these emotions to come out. If you have tears coming out of your eyes, allow them to flow. This is your chance to feel these feelings, to remember these thoughts once and for all so that you can let them go. Because you don't need to hold on to them forever. They're only there to remind you of what you need to work on and what you need to do. So it's okay. Whatever tension and discomfort that you may still feel in your body, feel them deeply. And feel and see all these negative tensions collect in your heart and your mind. Know that you are stronger than these feelings and thoughts. Know that you are stronger than the discomfort and the tension. Let us together let go of all of these burdens, all of this weight that's been weighing heavily on your mind and your heart. On the count of 3, we will begin rhythmic breathing. Please follow my rhythm and my instruction. And with every exhale, please exhale through your mouth to make sure that you really let go of all this negativity once and for all. Are you ready? You can do it. I believe in you. The universe believes in you. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. 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 You're doing amazing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold it. On the count of 3, we will exhale. And this time, let's go a little faster. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale. We're gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. We're gonna slow down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. And final exhale to the mouth. Go back to your normal breathing. And now, observe your mind. And look at the locked chest that has now been opened fully. See all of your negative thoughts disappearing, fading away. Allow them to pass by you. Say farewell. And look at all the positive thoughts that your mind actually has. All the positive memories that your mind actually has within. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale slowly, and feel the relief and the calmness beginning to manifest in your mind. And now, let's look at your heart. Look at the beautiful crystal chest that is open completely inside your chest. And see all the negative emotions having left, revealing all the love, all the positivity in your heart, the trust, the strength, the faith, the joy. Remember all the beautiful things that are in your heart. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And now visualize yourself in a white room, surrounded by white walls, a white ceiling, and a white floor. Know that this is your safe space and sanctuary. Enjoy this room and know that you're always protected and that you are never alone. And now, see appearing right in front of you 2 balls of light. One light that is colored purple and violet, and the other that is colored green. See these 2 balls of light appearing right in front of you side by side. Know that the green colored light is your heart and the purple violet light is your mind. It is now time to reconnect your heart and mind. And as you look at both these beautiful shining lights, say to both of them, I choose and give permission to reconnect my heart, my mind, and begin to see a golden bright thread appearing, connecting your heart and your mind, connecting these beautiful balls of light, of green and of purple violet, being connected by this golden thread of light. Feel the relief, feel the joy that you have beginning to feel. Take a deep breath in and exhale. If you feel comfortable, lift both of your arms in this white room and touch the green ball, your heart, with your right hand, and the purple violet ball with your left hand. Feel how warm they feel, how warm they feel in your hands. Feel the frequency of love and the power. And on the count of 3, you will bring the 2 balls of light together and merge them into one. 1. Slowly bringing your hands together, pushing the 2 balls of light closer and closer together. 2. See them now, right next to each other, almost touching. And 3. Now merge the 2 balls of light together and take a deep breath in and hold it. And see these 2 balls of light merging together. And let's exhale. Feel how much brighter and more powerful this ball of light has become. It has become a golden white light. Now, bring this golden white light into you, into your body. It is time to merge again with your heart and mind completely, unconditionally. See this ball of light coming closer and closer. You can do it. There's nothing to be afraid of. count of 3, you'll see this ball of light entering completely inside your chest and your whole body. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe in this energy. And exhale. And now, in the white room and also physically, put both of your palms on your heart, on your chest, everyone. And feel the merging that is taking place. Feel your heart as one with your body. Feel your mind as one with your body. Feel your heart, mind, and body one with your soul, yourself. Take a deep breath in to allow the merging process to complete. And exhale. You may put your arms back to your knees or your thigh if you like. Or you can keep your palms on your heart still. It's up to you. And now, as you are now one, visualize yourself in a field, in nature, with the sun shining bright over the cloudless sky of blue above you. And now, say to yourself that you choose to be positive. You choose to feel and think positively as best as you can. Always one with your heart, your mind, and your body always. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And now, as you are one with yourself, look up at the sky and allow the lightness and the love that you feel inside of you to lift yourself off the ground, to float towards the sky. So visualize yourself floating above the ground towards the sky, passing the clouds gently now. And now you're beginning to see the whole earth. And now you're reaching the atmosphere. Allow the love and lightness within you to keep lifting you higher, past the atmosphere, and in the beauty and vastness of space. And now, as the earth is right in front of you, look to your left and look to your right, and look at all the other people of this class and all the other people of the world circling around the earth, holding hands, left to right. Remember that you are all one. You are all people, you are all souls existing on this planet together, going through similar experiences, with one heart, with one mind. No matter what, you're always connected. No matter what physical barriers may separate you. Feel the touch of the friends and family that is holding your hands right now. That is holding hands for the goodness of the earth, for the goodness of each other, united as one. Remember this truth. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And now, one by one, you can let go of your hands and begin to fly down back to the earth, back to your home and your body. See yourself passing the atmosphere and the clouds. And now, as you are reaching your home, fly gently back to your body. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's take another deep breath in and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale and feel yourself fully returning to your body. And take a final third deep breath in and exhale. And go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. And don't forget to smile together with your mind and your heart. So remember, everyone, when you are connected with your heart and your mind, you can feel how connected you truly are in this life, in this world. Because when you are one within yourself, you are one with the whole entire world. And that is completely up to you. And in this connection, you can begin to reprogram all your negative biases into positive ones so that you can lead a more positive life. Thank you, everyone. Allow me to share some final messages, and that we do have a amazing membership program that gives you access to all of our classes. We have weekly, monthly, and yearly. If you're not a member yet, you should sign up, because this is one of the ways to help you and reprogram your brain to become positively biased and to strengthen your heart so that you can live life to the full. And we have an array of classes every day, Monday to Sunday, morning and evening. We have short classes and long classes. Short classes are a new program that we've introduced this month, which is called Energize 30, Breath 30, Boost 30, and so on. And it is a 30-minute class designed to help you, to give you that boost that you need so that you can live life to the full for that specific day. And we also have private sessions for those of you who want to reprogram much quicker, who also want to deal with certain emotions and traumatic events with me or other practitioners of the Golden Space. And we also have an amazing promotion right now through Instagram if you haven't done this before. Just by following our Instagram, the Golden Space Indonesia, and tagging us and sharing your experience, you can be 1 out of 10 of the winners for a regular class, a regular 1.5 hour class. Something that you shouldn't miss or pass on, that's for sure.